In this session, I will show you how to change filter cubes. The first thing to do when you come in for imaging is to check if the filter cubes are the right one you need. Filter cubes inside match with the labels on the cover. There are two filter cubes inside our system. One is shared by channel 1 and channel 2. The other one is shared by channel 3 and channel 4. Most of the time, you don't need to change filter cube between channel 1 and channel 2 as you only have red and far red option above 570 nanometers. We have more filter cube options for the cube between channel 3 and channel 4, and it is the cube that has been frequently changed. In between the filter cubes is our second dichroic mirror, which is 570 nanometers. This handlebar has two positions, either in or out. For all the users, this bar needs to be put out so that the dichroic mirror is in position to direct the emissions into all the 4 channels. First, let's change the filter cube between channel 3 and channel 4. You may notice that there are screws on the cover of the filter cubes. There are 4 screws for the cube between channel 3 and channel 4, and there are 5 screws for the cube between channel 1 and channel 2. To open the cover, you unscrew all those 4 screws all the way out. Those screws should stay on the cover. Then you can remove the cover. You can see that the cube is inside, and it also has a label on it that matches the label on the cover. There is a screw inside that locks the cube in position. To remove the cube, use the white screwdriver available on the tabletop next to the touchpad to untighten this screw. This screw will come out if you unscrew it too much, so only one turn is good enough to remove the cube. Hold the handlebar on the cube to slide it out. You can see that there is a rail that matches the notch inside the system. Let's take a close look at the inside of the cube. There are 2 blank faces that you can touch and hold the cube. Do not touch any surfaces with mirrors. There are 2 circular mirrors on the 2 faces of the cube. Those are the 2 filters that are in front of the 2 channels detectors. In between the 2 filters, you can see there is another elongated mirror mounted at a 45-degree angle. This is the dichroic mirror inside the cube that splits the lights into the 2 filters. After you take out the cube, transfer it carefully to the filter cube box on the bench. Place the cube into the empty box inside the filter cube box. Grab the label from the cover at the same time and put it into the label holder on the box. Then grab the filter you need together with the label and transfer it carefully to the system. By matching the rail on the cube with the notch inside the system, slide the filter cube into the system. Push it all the way into the end position. Make sure you tighten the screw to lock the cube inside the system. I usually double check to make sure I cannot move the cube anymore. Then put the cover on by screwing in all the 4 screws. Make sure the cover is sitting flat and there is no tilt. Put the new label on the cover. Then let's remove the filter cube in between channel 1 and channel 2. Similarly, make sure you remove the label together with the cube. This filter cube cover has 5 screws, so unscrew all the 5 screws all the way out. Remove the cover, and you can see that this space is shared by the filter cube and the dichroic mirror. To remove the filter cube, similarly, unscrew a screw that holds the filter cube in place with the screwdriver. Hold the handlebar and slide the filter cube out. Take the label together with the filter cube with you to transfer it carefully to the filter cube box. Place the filter cube inside an empty box inside the filter cube box. Put the label into the empty box. Take the filter cube you need together with the label and transfer it carefully into the system. Match the rail with the notch inside the system and slide the filter cube all the way in. Make sure you use the screwdriver to tighten the screw so that the filter cube is held in place. Put the label back onto the cover of the filter cube, and then tighten all the 5 screws on this cover. Similarly, you want to make sure this filter cube cover is flat and with no tilt. That's how we change the filter cubes in the system.